Imagine a coding model that writes code the way you do. Your naming, your patterns, your stack. Not the internet average. Your codebase, baked right into the model, and it runs on your own machine. We are going to build exactly that today, using the simplest tool for the job, Unsloth. It is free, it runs on the graphics card you already own, and if you have none, a free Colab works. The whole recipe lives in one notebook. Load a model, adapt it, train it, export it. That is the video. The trick that makes it cheap is called LoRA. You train about 1% of the model, not the whole thing. Stack 4-bit on top, QLoRA, and an 8 billion model fine-tunes on a single 12 gig card. Unsloth makes that run 2 times faster, using 70% less memory with no drop in quality. Now the honest part, up front. This teaches the model your style and patterns, not facts that change. Roughly an hour of training, and the result is a file on your disk. Yours, offline, forever. You start from a small open coding model. Think of it as the clay we are about to shape. Here is the plan. Why bother? Then the data, the code, the training run, and the catches. Let us build it. First question, why fine-tune at all? Why not just paste your whole repo into the prompt and let the model read it? You can, a little, but context is expensive. It gets forgotten across long sessions, and you are re-uploading the same code every single request. It is a workaround, not a memory. Fine-tuning is the opposite move. Instead of handing the model your patterns every request, you bake them into the weights once. After that, the model just knows how your team writes a service, handles an error, names a variable, no repasting, no giant prompt, no per request tax. And you are not retraining the whole brain to do it. Full fine-tuning rewrites every weight that is the 60 to 100 gigabyte rent an H100 path. LoRA freezes the model and trains 2 tiny matrices bolted on the side. Same result for your purpose on hardware you can afford to own. But here is the rule that keeps you out of trouble, and it is the most important sentence in this video. Fine-tuning is for form, not facts. Use it to shape style, tone, structure, the shape of the output. If the thing you need changes every week, prices, docs, a live API, that is a job for retrieval, for RAG, not for training. So what is it genuinely great at? Teaching a model your house style, your error handling idiom, the way your codebase wires up a route, or a test, or a config. The boring, repeated shape of your code, the stuff a generic model gets subtly, annoyingly wrong. You need exactly 3 things: a base model to start from, a dataset pulled from your own code, and Unsloth to glue it together. That is the entire shopping list. Let us get each one. A quick word on why Unsloth and not the dozen other trainers. It rewrote the slow parts of training by hand, custom GPU kernels, no shortcuts, no accuracy lost. That is where the 2 times speed and the 70% memory saving come from, and why a job that used to demand a $50,000 server now runs on the card in your desktop. 60,000 GitHub stars agree. It comes 2 ways. There is the notebook, a little Python, the path we will walk, because seeing the code demystifies the whole thing. Or there is Unsloth Studio, a no-code web app that runs the exact same engine in your browser. Drop in files, click train, export a model. If code is not your thing, that is the genuinely easy button. The base model is the clay. Go small and go open. A 4 billion or 8 billion parameter coding model, something like QN3 in the small sizes. Small matters here. A 4-bit 8 billion model fits a 16 gig card, and a 3 or 4 billion model squeezes into 8 gigs. There is a monster at the top of this family, Quinn 3 Coder Next, 80 billion parameters, scoring 70% on SAGE bench. Gorgeous, and completely the wrong tool here. It needs 46 gigs just to load. You cannot fine-tune that at home, and you do not need to. Match it to your hardware. 8 gigs of VRAM handles a small model, 12 to 16 gigs handles an 8 billion one. And if your laptop has no real GPU at all, a free Google Colab hands you a 16 gig T4, the genuinely $0 route. Step 1, and the step that actually decides your result, the data. You are going to turn your repository into training examples. This is where the whole thing is won or lost. The format is simple. Each example is a pair, a prompt, and the answer you wish the model would give. For code, that answer is your real code. Write a small file of these as JSON lines, 1 example per line, in the chat template the model expects. Nothing fancier than that. Where did the pairs come from? Your repo is already full of them. A function signature and its body, a doc string and the code it describes, a commit message and its diff, a pull request title and the change. A few small scripts can harvest hundreds of these automatically. How many do you need? Fewer than you think. A couple hundred clean, correct examples will beat a messy dump of 5,000 every time. The model copies whatever you feed it, so feed it your best work, not your whole Git history. Step 2. The code, and it is shorter than you would guess. 2 lines load the model. Fast language model dot from pre-trained with load in 4-bit set to true. That single flag is QLoRA. The model comes down already compressed to 4-bit. Then you attach the adapter. Get peft model, rank 16, alpha 16, and you point it at the 7 linear layers, the query, key, value, and output projections, plus the gate, up and down. That is the LoRA sitting on top of the frozen model. Only those little matrices will train. 2 dials to understand. Rank is capacity, how much the adapter can learn. 16 or 32 is the sweet spot. Bigger just risks memorizing. Alpha is how loud the adapter speaks. Set it equal to the rank or double it and move on. Step 3. Training. This is the part people brace for, and Unsloth makes it almost boring. You hand your dataset to an SFT trainer, supervised fine-tuning, and you press run. The training loop is already written for you. 3 settings matter. Learning rate, 2 times 10 to the minus 4 is the safe default. Epochs, 1 to 3 passes over your data, no more, or it starts to overfit. And a batch size of 2, with gradient accumulation so it fits in memory. That is the whole config. Now you watch one number, the loss. It should slide downward and flatten out. On a used 3000 series card, or that free Colab T4, an 8 billion model finishes in 1 to 2 hours. Go make coffee. Come back to a model that has read your codebase. Step 4. Ship it. Right now you have 2 pieces, the frozen base and your little adapter, which is barely 100 megabytes. Ollama wants 1 model, so first you merge the adapter back into the base, 1 function call, and they are fused. Then export to GGUF, the single file format Llama. CPP and Ollama both RID. Unsloth has a save to GGUF call that also quantizes it down to 4-bit on the way out. You end with 1 portable file, a few gigs, that runs anywhere. Last move, Ollama create, then Ollama run. Your fine-tuned model is now a local endpoint, same as any other, except this one was trained on you. No API key, no bill, no upload. It answers only to your machine. And this is the moment that makes the hour worth it. Give the base model and your model the same prompt. The base writes generic textbook code. Yours writes it the way your repo does. The right helper, the right pattern, the naming you actually use. Same question, your voice. Does this actually move the needle? In one documented write-up, a developer fine-tuned a small local model to produce a strict, structured format their codebase used. The stock model got it right under 1% of the time. After a short fine-tune, it was hitting the high 90s. That is the shape of win to expect. Not new genius, just your format nailed. And a fair and square gut check before you trust it. Hold back a handful of examples the model never trained on and test against those. If it nails the ones it studied but fumbles the held-out set, you overfit. Dial the epochs back down. Eval is one small script, and it is the difference between a real result and a vibe. Before you run off and fine-tune everything, the catches, because there are real ones. The big one you already heard, form, not facts. Do not fine-tune a model to memorize your API docs. They change, the weights go stale, and you have no way to cite a source. That is RAG territory. The second trap is overfitting, and its ugly cousin, forgetting. Train too long on too little, and the model stops learning your style. It just memorizes your examples word for word, and loses the ability to code anything outside them. Keep the epochs low. A model that parrots your training set is worse than the one you started with. And the honest gut check the pros will give you. Most of the time, you do not need this. Fix your prompt first. Try retrieval second. Reach for fine-tuning third. When you specifically want the model to adopt a style or a format it keeps getting wrong. Right tool, right job. So that is the whole recipe. Harvest a couple hundred examples from your repo. Load a small model in 4-bit. Attach a LoRA. Train for an hour. Merge, export to GGUF, and run it in Ollama. 5 steps, 1 afternoon, 1 graphics card. A year ago, this was a research project with a cluster attached. Today, it is a notebook you can finish before dinner. Your machine, your model, trained on your code, and it never phones home. Now go teach it your style, your codebase, your model.